you starting that thing hot out the press, ain't you? My boy say my boy done came up in here fresh today. He ready. I'm gonna get me something. Goddamn, I'm gonna mix match my orange up. It's about time for us to drop some colors, cause Unc ain't been playing with these colors. Go ahead, it's on you, Unc.
This is another episode of Tit for Tat. I am everybody know her. We got Shady Terror in the building. DJ Fred the Great, Max Shotcha. We have the talented Mr. Conversation,
What to do, man? What up?
DJ Thomas in the building.
What's good? What's good, man? It's
He
your
done
baby
got on
mama.
his hot seat and came to our seat.
Go ahead and say you right.
You know it.
You right. Go ahead.
You know it. It's your baby mama's favorite podcast out here,
know
baby.
what?
You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me be messy in the beginning of the show now.
Start it off. Go ahead.
They said you stole that for somebody.
Who I stole it from?
I ain't gonna say who, but I heard you stole it for somebody.
So this what happened.
Go ahead. Tell
This
the
me.
truth, shame the
This is
devil.
me and my boy. You know what I'm saying? His name is Travis. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of stuff, whether it's Miami football, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, Georgia football, all that. We go back and forth on a lot of things. That's one of the things that me and him both was talking about. He became a podcaster first. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those mutual type of things, man, that we give each
It's
other
a
credit
popular
for.
one though. You hashtag it. Everybody say it.
Hey, man. But guess what? It's only one that it actually is true for. And if you don't believe me, check an inbox. You know what I'm saying?
What you say?
You know what I'm saying? Check an inbox. You know what I'm saying?
Does that come into place when you in a relationship? Cause we gonna dive straight into this shit.
Let's go.
I ain't gonna play. We got EJ in here, y'all. Aunt did the introduction, but for the people that don't know, I got a talker in here. We can talk today.
Let's get it.
But I want to go in for the people that are on our platform that don't know who you are, don't know how to locate you. Can you go ahead, tell the people who you are, how they can locate you? That way they can pull up on everything you got going on.
All right, again, I'm EJ Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I'm called Mr. Conversation. You can find me on 98 Through the Beat doing Kicking It with Mr. Conversation. You can find me on a lot of things, man, whether it's YouTube. The Hot Seat with EJ Thomas is my main platform that I'm on. So very proud of that, man. We make people answer questions, man. I want to make sure that people can get entertainment and be, truthful about things. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing that I do on there.
You talk about a lot of sex. We're gonna dive in that, but am I going too far? Am I starting out too hot?
No, let's get it. Let's get it.
You talk about a lot of sex, Mr. Conversation, and it don't be like it ain't ignorant conversation. So that's one thing I do like about it. It's always a two-sided conversation. It's not just the male perspective when it comes to the sex life, or it not just being a male or a female. You always have a woman inside. So I really appreciate that. But what's up with you in this sex life, boy? You y'all. My boy got some he got some oil. You best believe it.
So this is where it comes from. So I don't want to bring it down, but it comes from a couple of different things. One, I believe that people are too taboo about sex. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's scared to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with having conversations about it. Some of us aren't the lovers that we could be with our partners because we don't have these conversations.
You're right.
We won't sit with our partner and say, did I actually please you? Are these something that, that we need to take this out? I like to do this, but you don't like to do this. There's a lot of things that people don't have the conversations. And then self-control. A lot of people don't have the self-control to talk about it or be in a room as a man with beautiful women and things like that.
It is a hard conversation. It's a hard conversation. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm one of them type of people, and I'm not a jealous type of female. I love your sex talk events, but it's not an event that I feel like I can attend with my man. Now, if I was single, I want to be out there with my lingerie on, looking sexy, feeling sexy. But when I became into a relationship world, I kind of sheltered away from it because I don't know I'm not comfortable in the sex life publicly yet like you are. How you doing that and still being able to go home and have be able to go home? Fuck that. That's it.
Transparency is number one. Whatever goes on, whatever the plan is, she knows.
Okay.
That's the main thing. She's kept in the loop. She knows a large percentage of these people, and even the ones that she don't know, she knows the information of the people and knows what's going on. There's cameras that are allowed, so it's not anything that people are getting butt naked or anything like that.
Right,
I think that is a misconception that some people have of what I do. These are not orgies. These are conversations that you have, but you happen to be in lingerie and things like that. So the single people can have their fun, or if you come in with your man can enjoy looking at you in a different type of scenario and situation.
But
He can see
me.
you
I'm
grow.
gonna be looking at
He can see you, be in an area, because look, if you can still focus on your lady, even though there's other ladies that's around there, you're comfortable in your relationship.
Right.
The fact that
right.
your eye, and even if you do look, ain't nothing wrong with looking, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't nothing wrong with looking.
Look too long though.
You don't gawk. There's a difference between. Now, if you do this, my boy, you just in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But you take your little glance. You know what I'm saying? My shot will be like, damn, her that's kind of fat. Like, yeah, it is, baby. You know what I'm saying? She got a big one too herself.
Yeah. So, and that's understandable, because I see sometimes, that's something you can applaud with your mate. So, like you said, it is something that's overlooked. Can you explain? Just give us a little bit more details for the people that, and like I said, I'm new to the relationship. To me, 3 years is new. You still getting to know the person. You still getting it shit. If you don't know yourself, you getting to know yourself in a relationship. So, tell the people that may be in a relationship, make us feel comfortable. What is going on in these sex talk? Cause them flyers look like a goddamn orgy about to happen.
So, they're beautiful women who are in lingerie. That's it. They're not. Most of them aren't in provocative poses. They are just standing up. Every now and then you have one a little bit over, something like that. But it is what it is. That's the one she turned in. That's the one. Well, I'm not doing anything for the rest of the year. We let it cool down. Christmas time, we let it cool down. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. We'll warm back up as the season warm back up a little bit. I will be doing something in February. Got something real big. And hot off the presses, Tit for Tat will be in the building if they want to be in the building on this, because I'm going to need a DJ. I'm going to need somebody else to host while I'm doing some other things in it. It's going to be, I can't tell y'all what it is yet. But we will talk about this. That'll be something
off the camera. We have to go off the camera. Okay. We have been talking about collabing for a while, and I've never felt no type of way about it, because I know where you're trying to go in this world. You're not just a podcaster. To me, you're not just a podcaster. I see so much more than a podcaster. I did see that I know you host. Everybody, and when you host, goddamn it, you motherfucking host.
You turn the fuck up.
Everybody turn up. It's a great time. I see you're hosting your own show. To host your show and to host in front of a group of people. Can you tell my team that two damn different things? Yes. Help me understand. Help me out, because they be saying, get the mic. Help me out. Tell them for me.
So hosting, as far as like in a club setting, versus being like what we're doing now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is a more controlled environment. You know everything that's going to go on. Y'all have talked about everything before we get down. There's very few things that can happen. You might have technological issues. It's too many things as a host that you can't control, but you have to try to control. Reading the room is really big. Does this look like an aggressive crowd? Is this a laid back crowd? So then you have to connect with the DJ. You have to give him potentially songs that you see that might fuck with, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Or let's say the DJ's on point. Let's say it's Buddy Love on there. 97% of the time, you ain't got to say nothing to him. Whatever, he rocking it out. But you still have to watch out. Sometimes you might have to use force of will to get people to be quiet. They might be a little too loud. A perfect example of that is Lady Breeze. She has the strength when she needs to, but she can read a crowd and she knows when to pull back. Humor is also a lot that you need to do. You need to be able to do random jokes at different times. It might be some lulls in the here's a lull, cool. You can edit that out, or even if you're live, it'll be all right. You keep going.
Gotcha.
But in a club setting, a long period lull can like really mess up everything. Now people want to leave. Now they want to go.
You're right.
It's a ton of different things, man. So you got to kind of understand that. Now, I know you can do it. So let me say that right there.
I'm shy in public. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I am real. Maybe I get that stage fright or whatever. But when everybody watching me, if I'm on that cup though, but I don't want to become
what camera number
host.
one at? What camera number one at?
Right there. I don't want to become that host. I don't want to become that host that have that cup all the time. So, I can do it here. Like you said, these are people I know. These are people.
Shout out to other great hosts that's out here. Jay Bunny.
Shout out.
Mischievous Lee.
Shout out.
Just a few of the good. Aunt Merritt. Just people coming out off the top of the dome thinking of. Give me some more. I don't want to leave anybody.
What's the? And I think Zeta Who.
Zeta Who has a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? She preggo right now, but you know what I'm saying? As soon as she pop that baby, she coming right back out on the scene. It's a lot of you. They got to. She had that shield up for a minute, man. She looked like she was blocking them, but somebody finally got up in there. So sorry, Zia, love you.
Goddamn sex talks.
Hey, nah. And they was communicating a little too much on them, maybe.
Shit, especially if you single.
Yeah. But to get back to that, single or married or together, whatever that you are, you can come to that event and have fun. Ain't nobody making nobody touch on nobody. Ain't nobody doing like that. Everybody kind of knows who has a woman or who has a whatever. So whatever you're willing to do or get into in the situation to a certain extent, because there are cameras there. Remember, y'all.
You right.
You can get into.
You got me too drunk. I'll be over there at the DJ booth.
So I guess because she won't talk about the time when she participated in the Skittle game. You know what I'm saying?
See?
So I'm gonna flip it on you for a second. And she won. You know what I'm saying?
We weren't supposed to bring that up.
First place. You know what I'm saying? She ain't tell that. She ain't say that. She blowed them out the water.
I don't want to talk about it.
She had to take the straw. She blowed them out the water.
Don't listen to this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Love, but you know what I'm saying? So it was 10 Skittles in a plate. You have to take the Skittles from one plate and move it on to the other plate. Okay? And you got to move as quick as you can. Man, snap, it was done.
You ain't got to do
She was doing that like one bro. She was like,
you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that.
I said, hey, when she got with you, cuz, I said, I know he happy. No, my boy got there happy as a motherfucker.
You ain't got to do all that.
Cause I ain't know about you at first when we first met. But then you saw it coming, you was doing tires and stuff and all that during that time frame. Bruh, I was like, oh yeah, he happy. That's a happy man right there.
Y'all see this right here.
He gonna come take care of all the kids. He gonna come in.
Your own people. It be your
own
people.
He gonna come in with everything. But, hey,
it be your own people.
It do. But look, that's just a sample of what we do. There also is a panel where we actually talk and have conversations. One of the biggest conversations are, do you really think that you pleasing your partner? And see, that right there hurt the men a lot right there.
Come through now.
You know what I'm saying? Because women tend to get the short end of the stick. I'm not talking about nobody, nothing like that, but get the short end of the stick in that sometimes they give leeway in that. Because, okay, if you're a provider, you help with children, if you're doing other stuff, I'll deal with the bedroom not being where it needs to be.
I feel you.
Some of them tend to do that, and I have these conversations.
They're gonna end up venturing off eventually.
Now, as a man, you got to understand that our job is to do a lot of different things. Okay, and that's one of them. Let me give y'all a little sample of this. It's five people that you want that a woman tends to have in her life. Okay,
go ahead.
Professor Pipe. Okay. That's the guy that's just laying it down. Now, this is if she's single or you're supposed to be all of these men. You know what I'm saying? You got father figure, okay? That's normally an older gentleman who's wise, can give her knowledge, stuff like that. All of this ain't about
in the days?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Shit.
This is from the conversations that I have with a lot of people, a lot of women. You have, you've got Captain Conversation. That's niggas like me. We talk all day. You know what I'm saying? You can call me on the phone 2 a.m. You can call me on the phone, early. I'm gonna give you that conversation.
They'll be the good one too. They send you good morning in the morning time too.
Hey, but I'm with you. I'm with you. But if you really skilled though, you can talk them out on draw, dog. If you do it right, okay. Then you got the super simp. All right. At some point in time, every man have been a simp for a woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's up. A Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Now look, being a simp is not all the time a bad thing. It's basically catering to your woman because a lot of men use that as anytime a man does something for their woman. Mm-hmm. Oh man, you simping, bro. You know what I'm saying? You caking her with too much shit. No, that's your job. That's your woman. That's who you picked. You know what I'm saying? So the super simp Sometimes can be bad. He can also be that dude that don't never get no pussy, but he just come and do everything for her. He come bring the food. He come do whatever. It's a flip. You know what I'm saying? Because some niggas, yeah, he doing everything he can for her. Everything.
You wanna fuck with him, but you can't though.
And and this is the fifth one, the money man.
Yeah, everybody got one of those.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have.
Okay, now my issue with the money man.
What wrong with it?
Stop leading with it. You know what I'm saying? If that's your number one tool, you're gonna always get used for it. You feel me? And you gotta understand that money is cool.
To use me for this ass.
Okay. Now, what's the value of that?
When we just cooling it, let me underline, cause you gotta that we can do this now outside of a relationship. Prior to this one, I was really a whore, so we can really do this.
Okay.
Okay,
so we can talk. So we can talk.
We can talk. I don't had all 5 millions at one time, and my money man, he was simply my money man, but he was the one with the smallest penis. What else?
Leading with the money.
You can't give me that but some money.
Understood. So now there's a sixth person that every now and then can sneak in. Now he's not as important in today's society, but that's Mr. Fix It. Yeah. That's the nigga that can goddamn do the lights, fix your lights, fix anything in the house. You know what I'm saying? He can fix. You know what I'm saying? He that guy. So those are kind of the main archetypes that you can do. Your job as a man is to be as many of them as possible, so she doesn't have to go.
Come on. Else. When I got one that covered everybody, it wasn't no niece for nobody else.
See? Exactly.
It was pointless. If you can get, and then not only that, I think you left out one. I don't know if you left out the man that don't do nothing but lay that good wood.
That's Professor Pop.
Okay, because you gotta have him. Yeah. He ain't even gotta have no job. We'll go pick him up.
Now the problem with Professor Pike, that's one of the problems. Now most of the time, not all of the time,
he ain't got no job.
Okay. He's not, yeah, exactly. He ain't really got some of the other stuff. That's all he got. That's what he do. He and them are doing one arm pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? He waiting for you to come home. Like, I'm about to, when she get all work. But he ain't even, as soon as she take a shower, I'm on him. You know what I'm saying? And that be right there. What's up? Tell me what Country Roads over there saying, man. ESP. What do you
see what my people in now?
What they talking about, man?
He over here laughing at what you're saying.
Come on now, you supposed to be reading the comment, man. Get the mic, Mac. You don't act like this.
I'm responding.
You see, he having a whole private conversation with people in the chat. You supposed to tell them we want to respond too.
Yeah,
so how you feel about the politics situation?
He might down low. What mic you will? You number yellow.
For or against?
I'm for whatever makes you happy. Okay.
What was that question?
Polly. I'm for whatever makes you happy. Now, let me explain. I'm not one of those that's giving excuses for anything. But if she agrees to it, you agree to it. Do it the right way, though. You know what I'm saying? I believe that in order to have more than one woman, your finances need to be at the point where you can handle that. Not we're going to do this to build to get there. I believe that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I know everybody not gonna agree with it. I say things that people don't agree with, but if you're not $1 million nigga, you can't have $1 million hoes. You know what I'm saying? If you $100,000 nigga, you
hoes though. What do they like?
Okay.
What do they like? Bear? They like.
I done seen a nigga with
now if you want 10,
That's what
I'm saying. What do they so ugly with A and B's?
So.
You can
I am not going to shame anybody for how they look or what they do, but a 4 can sometimes get you there if I look at it like a 2K player. Your points, if they're in the areas that I need you to be at, you know what I'm saying? Cool. I could go win a championship with a 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? If you can dribble real good and you can pass the ball, I don't need you to shoot. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody else's job. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on.
I feel
sliders on them levels. You know that's all I'm saying, man.
Hey, we done jump right in. I'm gonna go back to the back just a little bit, so we can get to where we are as Mr. Conversation. Tell us about where you're from, and have you always been Mr. Conversation? I've always been a big mouth. Have you always been Mr. Conversation before you knew this is who you were gonna be today?
Oh, definitely. Not even definitely. I was always a cat that got in trouble for talking, running my mouth, not in class, going around. somebody you see all the time.
Come on
Out
now.
there where I was, you know what I'm saying? Be in gym class for 4 periods or RTC the next 2 periods, you know what I'm saying?
Lord.
So, but elementary school, middle school, I had the, I guess, ability or pleasure to be everywhere. I was military brat. So I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii. I went to different schools. I bounced back and forth from Fort Benning to Washington, California, New York, Florida. So every 2 years, when I got to high school, we sat here for a little bit, but as soon as I got out, I bounced. And I went other places and stuff. So kind of, I loved getting in trouble all the time. They used to write, you talk too much. You won't be quiet.
Gotcha. I feel you.
That was my number one thing.
I did a lot of talking too, so I understand. I understand.
Gabriel said you have good conversations.
Who is Gabriel?
Why you had to say shit like the
Why?
Lord?
That nigga said that.
No, I wasn't saying like that. I was just telling you. Gabriel said she had.
Bro, we stopped. We thought it was over.
Nah. Nah, I was just telling you before I go by.
I thought Jesus said something. What up? How y'all doing out there? Y'all, why y'all out there? Do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that share, like, give us some stars, tag a friend inside of this live, because we got a lot to talk about here today. It's not often that we get another talker in here, and we can talk.
Oh, yeah.
So when you get some talkers in here, you got a lot to go on. I want to dive right into when you got into the, I like to say podcasting industry, but you wasn't in the podcasting industry at the beginning. Yeah. I remember when I first met you, you were just leaving the radio.
Well, all right. It was called a radio show, but it was really an everyday kind of podcast that we just did every day. Same setup like here, but just done a little bit different. It was called 706. Shout out to them. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to First Lady.
Frank,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And they gave me Frank. I met him at the suite, and he gave me my first chance. I happened to be walking by. I saw him a couple of times in the past. He was like, "What's up?" He was looking kind of down. He said, "Man, I'm doing this show, man, and I ain't really got nobody to come on. Just nobody can't really talk or whatever." I said, "Talk."
That's what I do. That died your alley.
I said, "What's up, my boy?" And he was like, "All right, come through on the show or whatever." And I did a year and a half under him and with Mr. G, and we did some things. Had a lot of people rooting for us and things like that. But we let personal things get in the way.
That can
and break up the team, and the entity is not there anymore. But I wish things had went different because that was where I got my start.
Come on.
You got the young bull coming in. You got the old middle-aged bull, you know what I'm saying, whatever, doing his thing. You kind of butt heads or whatnot. But I've learned now that if I could go back, I would have did things different on my side. Mm-hmm. It's not about necessarily being humble, but it's about conflict resolution.
You're right.
Just because you're young and you're hungry, sometimes it's not your time.
You say that again.
Because you're young and hungry, sometimes it's not your time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody isn't trying to hold you back. It's just not your time. There's people who have been in front of you and are next in line sometimes, and you move up accordingly. Now, that don't mean you stay right there and you let people keep passing you and stuff like that. But however, I was too quick to try to become, who I wanted to be and move how I thought I needed to move, and I wasn't ready and I didn't know enough.
Gotcha.
About the game.
So from that relationship, because I've seen you've always to me had surrounded by people, and to me that says that you're either good people or you are a great boss. One or the other. When your people always gravitate towards you. I've never really seen EJ solo. So with that being said, I've seen when you left from there, you went into podcasting. That's when I made the hot seat. You wasn't Mr. Conversation. You was
Mr. Controversy.
Why we changed that? I liked it. That shit.
So I started going. I was doing Mr. Controversy to be seen, be heard.
Mm-hmm.
I started off. I remember my first show was Child Support, a broke bitch hustle, or a means to an end. So yeah. I understand. And
start some shit now.
Yeah. Let's just say that was literally that started. That started a lot of
shit though.
But trust me, Everybody who knows me, who has debated me, who has sit on the show with me for longer than 10 minutes will know I bring the heat and I bring my facts and I bring my statistics when I need to. I bring my opinions also. But I also bring a respect towards the other person. So we did what we did. Now, once I got with, I was with K97 under Michael Soul for a little bit, and he worked with me on the professionalism part. Gotcha. That's why we changed it to Mr. Conversation as far as something that I was already kind of on the way to, but he was the catalyst to say, hey, let's don't really be controversial now. You've done enough to be seen. Now it's when you want to go to the next levels and stuff, you want to go to the A, you can go to other places like that. Let's be more professional now.
Gotcha.
FCC regulations, you can't say all these cuss words. You can't be quite as whatever. So you have to learn how to do it without. That's why when I first came in, I was on a different type of vibe. But was like, you can open it up.
Oh, yeah.
Open up the box over here.
You can open it up. You can open it up.
TAT.
You definitely can open it up. And the reason why I say that is because I want that other. I'm okay with not being in that professional light all the time. I'm okay with I think a lot of us are okay with being famous but not known. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't care to be in lights, camera, action. I just want to be heard. If you can hear my voice, a lot of time we have shows, you could you'll see my team. We won't even be on the show. If it ain't enough room in the room, we gonna make sure the person that's here get the light, because I don't care about being seen. I want to be heard.
Appreciate you.
I definitely.
That's J-Bo. Tell J-Bo I said what's up. J-Bo Wisdom.
That boy clean.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, I got good eyesight. My 2015 in both eyes.
Good eyes.
Snipers running my family, but I can shoot. You feel me?
I got some good eyes. I ain't see none of that over there. I got my contacts in.
Yes, sir.
Man over there having private conversations. You know that
Jordan High School, man. You know what I'm saying? We used to live waste with J-Bo back in the day, man. That's my boy, man.
That J-Bo that was on birthday today?
Nah, not that one.
This a different J-Bo?
Yeah, it's J-Bo.
There's a lot of J-Bos out here. Is this a J-Bo you were talking about? Come on now, that's my boy. I forgot. Look, you didn't come over here and get that goddamn Halloween candy.
I brought it up.
I done gave that to another giveaway. He didn't come get that Halloween candy. TIT for TAT bought some Halloween. You ready to eat that right now?
There go Bam. YTM Bam. What's up with you?
Have mercy.
Flag, football, that my boy, rapper, you know what I'm saying, doing it. Y'all ain't know that boy athlete.
I didn't
they ain't know that boy athlete.
I didn't know until I knew.
That boy athlete. I
It's
seen him catch an Odell one hand, one leg on sideline, you know what I'm saying, toe tap with the one. But I said, oh, yeah, he good. His team was trash, but he was good.
He was good.
Yeah, he was good.
He was our first motion and promotion. Big shout out to him because he gave us a chance. That's a sticky thing, to put your trust in somebody that ain't there and that is nowhere near there. So he was definitely our first motion. First one.
And when I was doing my videography, one of the first videos I shot. So shout out watching him band. Oh, my dog.
Man, you want to know one thing that we ain't talked about that I always wanted to talk to you about, man? I'm going to do it here, man.
What up?
Them fuck niggas that time that had stole your shit, bro.
Oh,
Bro, that was some fuck shit, bro. Why y'all around here stealing shit, man? Folks work hard for their shit, bro.
Boy, they took my soul away, man. I just got back in motion, man.
My man had all type of stuff. I mean, I'm going to all that, man, up in there, man. And, man, when he told me that, bro, I was just sad, bro. I was just like, bro, it be good people out here. This man I ain't never heard this man name be in any type of bullshit or drama. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah, he
like,
no messing.
Always been a cool cat doing what he do. I can't stand y'all thieving ass niggas, man. Go and work or go and hustle, legal hustle, or scam Walmart, nigga. Scam goddamn Apple. Go scam them niggas.
Some millionaires, some billionaires.
Don't scam the niggas. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
They out there watching right now. They out there watching right now. What up, Jay Bunny? How you doing, girl?
Shit, we was just talking shit about your girl. Nah, just playing. We was just talking about your girl.
My girl got fine as wine, y'all.
Hey, man. She been that, man. But you know what I'm saying?
She outside on another level right now,
man. Looking like she just gonna dunk on the nigga. I was over there. I walked up the side of man the other day. Oh, God damn.
My girl out here now, outside. That's how you do it. Y'all single people be outside.
She got an event coming up, man.
Sound Factory. Sound Factory. You going
Sound Factory. Yeah, I'm gonna be there, man.
We gonna pull up. Yeah. Speaking of events, now I'm glad since we got podcasters here. We are party podcasters, which means that we get booked to go party. But when you don't get booked to go party, it's hard to go party. I don't know how to do you feel that way?
Okay, so I think I get what you're saying. When you don't get the call, y'all might take this the wrong way, but sometimes you get used to being the person on the mic, or you get used to being the person that's on the DJ. You get used to. Mm-hmm. So when you're doing it so often, it's a switch when you just chilling and you don't have to do anything else. And I run into that because sometimes at the same place where I do majority of my events, Sound Factory right now, which is Center Stage, excuse me, but it used to be the old Sound Factory. Sometimes when I'm not on the mic, I find myself zoning out or whatnot. And it's not I think I'm better than anybody, anything like that. It's just you got to get back used to being on that other side. You know, so that's all. And
I be getting irked sometimes too. If
they don't do it like you do.
I be like, baby, pick that up. What y'all? I don't know what it is.
You got to watch out for that. You got to watch out for that. I know. And especially when you got a, very good DJ, you know what I'm saying? That's not
on time for me.
That's not an events issue most of the time. That's a here issue.
That it be okay. So when you go into an event, so the Sound Factory reunion, this is just a example. Keep this on y'all head so y'all understand what's gonna be happening. When you go to this event, if it starts at 9:00, it's over at 12. Yeah. Are you there for 9 to 12, or are you when are you expected?
As the host?
No, as the person on. You're not hosting this go round. Okay. So we just show, the podcasters show up to support. You feel me? And I feel like if I show up to support, and
are you paying to get in, or are you getting in free?
I'm paying to get in. When I support, I support.
If you paying to get in, you come in whenever you feel like it, because you're paying at the end of the day. Now, I would suggest not being too late. Fashionably late is fine. 9:30. It's fine. Maybe 9:45.
Man, you came in last time around about the same time.
What you know what I'm saying? 10:30, something like that. Yeah.
We were fashionably.
Which one?
When we showed up at the Sound Factory, Center Stage, we had showed up. I just dropped that picture. You had the morning jersey on.
Nah, that was Hideaway.
No, that was Hideaway.
Okay,
I was just late ahead on that one. That's all on that one. I was just late on that one. You said that you want the truth. I was just late. No, we was really late, bro, on that one, man. We was too late.
That was Hideaway.
That was Hideaway.
Hideaway.
Shout out to him, man. Nehru, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look. One thing I want y'all to understand is there's a hierarchy with these clubs. Okay. Just because somebody reach out to you don't mean you really got that motion. Sometimes they just reach out to like a lot of people to trying to get as much as they can. You got to reach out to the right person. Now, if the right person gets you, then yes. But some people reach out to just everybody. Like they own.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the $2 hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like she's just giving it to everybody now. That don't mean you special, my boy.
And then everybody be trying to run.
Shout out Brad Pill. What's up?
As a matter of fact, the biggest one we done had up in this thing, I just discussed it today. When it comes to numbers, it's definitely Kill the Coldest. Definitely Kill the Coldest. My girl came in, pulled up. She did her part. A lot of people don't understand as a podcaster, it's our job to give you the platform. They don't understand that if EJ have me on your platform, anytime Tit for Tat go on somebody else's platform, I'm running your numbers up. I feel like it's a respect thing. People come on your platform and won't even share the shit. They will come on your platform and won't even promote themselves. They don't even promote themselves. How do you feel about that? This is just a podcast world, because I'm running into a lot of conflicts when it comes to me giving my 100 to, businesses, artists, and then they pull up over here and we get 10% from them.
Okay, so first off, let me hit the first question. My biggest interview has either been Cortez from Wildin' Out.
Okay.
I did him. I did Damani recently. T.I. son, the one that can rap. I'm talking about King.
Don't do that.
I ain't talking about King. Can't rap worth shit.
But we love King.
King can't rap worth shit.
We love King though.
Whatever. But I've had Damani, and I've had I had Mr. Cheeks a couple of months ago. That was a favorite from Johnny Taylor. Shout out to him, Johnny Taylor Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I've had a few people. Savant Myrick, who is the youngest person to ever become a mayor. The show, The Mayor, that was on ABC was based off.
But you been working. How long you been into this industry?
About 3 or 4.
But you've been working. You've been working.
So I'm trying, man. The problem is my numbers don't match. I'm gonna just be real. The numbers don't match the talent. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna get the professionalism. You're gonna get the jokes. You're gonna get the everything. No disrespect to anybody, but I'm the most versatile podcaster that's here in this area because I touch everything and I can do it by myself. I don't gotta have a team. I can be by myself. I don't have to have anything. I can do 2 hours of content by myself, sit here on this chair and entertain the motherfucker by just talking by myself. Go ahead.
Mr. Conversation. This shady Terry here.
That don't mean that does not.
Y'all better say
Look,
I can talk to a screen 5 hours
cool.
straight.
I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you, but I'm just saying consistently. That's what I can do. That's what I've been doing. I came in as a rookie doing it. Now I respect everybody that do what they do. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that. And specifically, I don't kiss nobody ass, but I give people their props when there's due. I love the fact that y'all are unstoppable when y'all are together. You know what I'm saying? You can't, ain't nobody weaseling in, ain't no nothing. You got this man do his thing, this man do his thing, he do his, you do your thing. Everybody. And everybody know you can't just slide up in there on no bullshit.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes y'all so strong. So I knew when you was doing your thing, because we know all the stuff we came from and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
I know you got to see
the
bullshit, and then you got to see how it's supposed to be run, and you took different positives from the people and you put them all together in one thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So shouts out to you now.
Definitely, I did a lot of watching on and when I first decided to jump into this lane here, going into Tit for Tat, because we started out leaving one podcast, coming over to create nothing from nothing. So definitely coming from one podcast full of some to actually, I knew what I didn't want to do. I knew how I didn't want to make people feel. I knew that I wanted to get around like-minded people. Now, it's not to say nothing against that podcaster. It's to say we were not like-minded people. So I can say that right here. I wanted to be a part of a team that everybody okay with being the little man. Ain't nobody trying to be the big man.
Everybody want to be a Whopper. Don't nobody want to be some chicken nuggets.
Well, I'm going to go real nuggets over here. 4-piece.
So sometimes, even...
You're right.
10 with some fries, you feel me? It's a full combo still. Yes.
It's a quarter P right here. Quarter P, you right.
And that's what I was running into early on. My personality was too big to be up under a lot of people.
Come through.
Or I don't do that. I got to answer to 5 different people. You know what I'm saying? I never did the jobs. I was in the military getting in trouble for it because I spent a few years in there for the same thing. They was like, hey, man, you don't like to listen to too many people, do you? A couple. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to tell you to tell him to tell him to tell him to tell him. And then I got to wait all the way long for the message to get back. Gotcha. I'm going to go to one person. You my boss. Cool. Besides that, I don't do all that answering a whole bunch of people. No, I don't.
You went through, you did say that, and I did see you go through waves of teams. This last team that I seen you with, you've been with them, rocking with them the longest, the hardest.
Almost a full 2 years now in different incarnations. We're not officially a team, but we call it the village because we believe in whatever you do, I'm going to support what you do. You support what I do. We share each other's stuff. We do everything with each other. That's all.
Shouts out to these people in this village, man.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, shout your people out.
Oh, they come. Wayne 3D. That's my boy. He's been my boy for a long time. I've known him and his fam since we was out there in Talbotton. You know what I'm saying? Box Springs area. His lady, Shantoria, the Melody, she's a singer here. She does events. Terry Possible, she's on there. She is a tax person. She has her own business.
I've been seeing the name.
Notary, she's out there. And who else? KJ, he's the business guy. All the numbers, all the stuff. gets everybody LLCs, businesses correct. Make sure all your paperwork is correct. Then you have
Mischievous Lee. I see y'all together.
Now, Mischievous Lee is my partner. She's not necessarily with that, but she always gonna be with me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
We host together. We came in. When I met her, it was just a kindred friendship. You know what I'm saying? Just platonic. We just cool like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mischievous. We've been rocking since her first show opportunity that she got. I know she doesn't have a problem with me saying this, but I was training her the podcast kind of stuff and everything for a little bit, and she was showing me how to be a better host. And so, it was a mutual beneficiary, and then we came together. And Columbus Got Talent, a lot of different things, man, and it's wonderful, man. Yeah, shout out to Mo Cheese, man. You know what I'm saying? Country Roads Radio. That interview with Savant Myrick, because I think somebody asked about, tagging the interviews or whatever that those people in.
Somebody get it.
Is on Country Roads Radio. It's still on there. You can check out his. We was doing
I need my prescription right here.
No, I'm telling you, man. Look, shooters in the family, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got good eyesight.
That nigga reached it all the way over the side.
No, that was earlier. It was Brad Pitt was asking stuff, about interviews, and do you have them tag the interviews and all that?
Definitely put yourself out there. Tag them inside of this message for everybody that's out there. I tell everybody, a lot of people don't know how to use that chat. Like, you don't even know how to use that chat. Give me an interview. I'm going to tag every last one of my motherfucking shows in that chat.
You know it.
Because that's what everybody going to be going to. If they don't know, if you don't know, you should know. But if they don't know, my followers that are not in Columbus, Georgia, they're going to go to that chat to try to find you. Let me go
Shoot
ahead
the
and
links.
Let me go ahead and
put
tag
the links in
now.
there. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Oh, don't run into the relatives. They all thick.
So one of my last episodes, man, we talked about oh man, that would just disappear out. It just ran out. Lord have mercy. Now I'm gonna have to pull it up.
Let's go into you and I don't know if y'all know I'm shady. I don't know if y'all haven't worked together in a while, but I don't see you and Douglas together as much.
Yeah, we not.
Y'all used to be like shit and flies. You saw
Yep.
one, you saw the other.
Yep. So business is business, friendship is friendship. We started combining too much together, so that way once one ended, the other one pretty much had to end because everything was intertwined. And that's a big mistake that I made.
Hurt your mic.
It doesn't matter whose fault was with everything going into all of that. It doesn't really matter. But I've learned that I have to keep a veil, because the way I grew up with a lot of trauma. So my friends became my family. I don't have a close dynamic with my outside family.
Gotcha.
So when I love someone, I love them hard. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's friendships, whether it's relationships, whatever that it is. Like, you're here, you with me, whatever that we do.
Gotcha.
And so that was a really hard transition, and us not doing business anymore, which became us not really talking anymore, which became us not really, hanging anymore. So, it's just a natural progression because everything was combined. We would do a show, then we would ride to the club. Then, you know what I'm saying, and one of us drunk drive the other person home, the one that's drunk. That type of stuff. So, yeah, that's what happened.
I lost a friend in the midst of the podcasting world, and yes, I'm talking about completely lost a friendship, and I must say it was an eye-opener for me when it comes to podcasting. I love my best friends that I do have remaining. And then when I say this was my rider, even to the day she called me, I'm pulling up, I'm ready to go going alerts on anybody. But I lost a friendship over the podcasting world, and I think that when you lose a friendship over it, it makes you look at it totally different. I never worked with a friend. Now, these people that are in this room right now, these are people that came a part of Tit for Tat. He came a part of Tit for Tat. He became a friend at work. He's family. You feel me? So I never ever pull in a friendship again because I know the damage that it can do when fame get involved. And it be a little bit of fame too.
Yeah, perceived stuff. I get it. Especially with what we do. Normally, the rubs that I've had is like choosing the topics and then last word kind of stuff. I've had people kind of be like, at the end of the day, with all due respect, it's the hot seat with DJ Thomas. And I put my time in to do this. If you're coming on new, we're gonna run it a certain way, but as you grow and as you have more responsibilities, then your vote, matters more because now I know you've been here and you've been in there with me. So, now Wayne can say, okay, hey bro, I don't think we should do that because Wayne been here since day one.
Gotcha.
His lady now has been here 2 years.
Gotcha.
So she can say some things now before that you couldn't when before. First it was okay, these gonna be the subjects. Cool.
They all done paid their dues.
Yeah. Once you pay your dues,
right.
Cool, because I didn't want people to do people the same way that they did me. But there's also a difference if you're the one who carries the show. So in my situation in the beginning, I was the one who had to carry the show.
Gotcha.
But then I couldn't talk about what I wanted to talk about. But then I had to be fluent on what you decided. Maybe 4 hours before the show starts, you send me something at midnight. We got to be on for 8 hours, 8 a.m. And you send me something. This is what we're talking about.
Oh no.
That's another thing. As a podcaster, your people that you mess with, they need to know what's going on beforehand.
But
give them time to study
for the whole month. Everybody got time to go educate themselves. Set for the whole month. I don't even think it was that with us. Our problem was we were hanging together too much. When you got both of our personalities are huge. As friends, when we get together, our party time is awesome. Our personality, when you got two huge personalities together, 7 days a week, and when I say we tit for tat, baby, we tit for tat 7 days a week. I'm in that group chat every morning, 6 p.m. Good morning. How y'all do? Early as hell. This what we got to do today. And I think that was the problem. Where we best friends. Who are you to tell me what to do? Why you gonna tell me what to do, girl? We friends. It was too much of that, and it wasn't that I was trying to tell somebody what to do or dictate anything. It was just that you can lose a relationship when you go from personal to business. Cause I know how to be business, and I'm when it comes to tit for tat, it's business 100%. It was a blur between the business and the personal, and that was the biggest, honestly, to this day. And even when we make our millions, that's gonna be my biggest loss.
Definitely, I agree with you wholeheartedly. The blend or the blurring of the lines between the business and the friendship. So once we had to get back to business, you still have those feelings connected. Well, if you're doing this, I'm taking it as an affront to our friendship.
Right.
Whether for him or for me, it's a dollar sign right now. And this is what I'm trying to do to accomplish what I'm trying to do. It's not about liking you or don't like you. But it's hard to pull away from that, when you get too intertwined.
Is it a situation where it can't be reconciled, or is it too far gone?
Well, once...
life's short, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, life is short, you know what I'm saying? But when you disrespect ain't. So you gotta answer for the disrespect before things can happen. So once apologies come or two people are willing to talk and come back to say, okay, well, I pushed this too far. The business stuff is done and over with. So now that's fine. But for the most part, I'm the type of person, I don't try to burn a bridge all the way, but I'm not planning on coming back for the most part. You just got to move on with life, and you know what I'm saying? And if it is, something happens, something to happen.
I'm not for the relationship to end, it ain't no going back for me. Because if we had to, when we closed out, it was like I choose you over tit for tat. You feel me? That's how a relationship ended. I choose you. So when I had to choose, when you made me stick with tit for tat and choosing our relationship, to me it's the relationship is over. Like ain't no going back. This is not a one time. For the relationship to be over like it is, it has to be a repeat cycle for me. Yeah. And this ain't this ain't the first time.
Well, the first time, I got you.
Yeah. Do you see Brad Pitt's question, EJ?
EJ, he can see everything over there.
I can see the name, and I can see some of the words pieced together.
What did he say?
Do y'all feel like it's a bunch of hate in podcasting around here?
Definitely.
We need collab.
You don't see on collab. This my. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let you go into it. I say yes. I say because, and I'm not even gonna say it's the podcast industry that hates on each other. I think it's everybody else that tries to pin the podcast industry against each other. And sometimes you sit back. You have somebody in your chair, and if he pull up and say, "Hey, you know, AJ said such. It's up to that podcaster to make sure that what this person on sat in my chair done told me don't come to heart, because I understand they're in and out, they're in and out, they're in and out. So I feel like it's a lot of hate in the industry, but I don't feel like it's the podcasters that hate on other podcasters, because I honestly feel like I've gotten the utmost love from the podcast world. Man, I don't got some real love from the podcast world. It's a lot of clicks, yeah. It's a lot. It's definitely a. You've been in it longer than me. How you feel? I feel like it's a lot of. I don't know.
Well, make sure you get everything you got to say.
That's how I just feel. I don't feel like it's a lot of hate immense. I feel like it's a few of them that dislike. Okay, let me say this. I've never heard anybody say they dislike Tit for Tat, but I don't heard had a lot of people come in the Tit for Tat studio and tell me they've been in front of other podcasters that I know they've been in front of, because I've seen their shows. I watch. They tell me, hey, such don't fuck with you. Tit for tat. I don't take what somebody sitting in this seat right here tell me. That shit just go through one ear and out the other one. Cause as soon as you get up, it gonna be another person there. So me personally, I don't feel like I ever hated on any podcaster. I feel like if I got time, I'm gonna show love. If you give me a seat on your couch, I'ma sit the fuck down. Brad Pitt, I'ma sit the fuck down every time. Okay, I like to be seen. Go ahead.
I'm glad you have such a healthy perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Terry.
So this is the thing. There's equal parts hate and there's equal parts love. Okay? I try to go and hang with people that are going to accept me for who I am and what I do.
That could be it.
Once I know that you like that, I just don't really show up. And that's how I just do my best to stay up out the frame. There's back room. There's back. Okay, because this is how I know. Because the people they talk and run their mouths too, and they tell them themselves.
Came over here and talk shit.
Yeah. So, but everybody also ain't gonna say the same exact things. Now, it'd be different if you heard different stories and stuff. I know how to weed out just people talking. For the most part, people trying to grasp at straws. You know what I'm saying? But then specific words, specific things that are said that only certain people could know. Because remember, I have connections with a lot of people around here before all of this.
You right.
So, when a story comes out of something that I did, I know who I was around when it happened.
Gotcha.
So why is it that got out? What is your, for instance, my birthday a few years ago, had a situation. It's my wife, but I'm eating her ass. Now, hold on. Let me see.
That sounds like a
I
good place
I was motorboating. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't actually eating it, but I was motorboating.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Booty, you know what I'm saying? But we was out in the club. We was actually in the club.
Oh, you eat ass in the club. I knew this nigga was a freak.
So
I knew it.
Look. This the thing though. So I had a job interview the next day to do a potential radio station, up and coming radio station. That was on a Monday. Okay, my party was on a Saturday. Before Monday came, that lady had already been told. The lady had pictures of my face in the booty. Now, she didn't know that was my wife. So she thinking I just be wilding out. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I don't know, man, like hiring you because you would be out here just wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Now, this was a money gig. This was going to be my first main money gig. They were talking about paying me some hundreds a month to do the same shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? Just under her. 1 time a week show, maybe 2-hour show, once a week.
Wow.
And it ended up, she took the money and was like, let's just let you do this for a little bit before we talk about the money, because I got to make sure that you don't be wilding out in places.
Come on now.
Yeah. So,
sabotage.
Exactly. So I can speak from it. Then there's people that have backroom conversations. They show up to stuff. They watch. They might even make a comment every now and then.
Come on
But
now.
they have backroom conversations. And they talking about you. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. You can talk. You can say what you want to say. At the end of the day, the people who think they can affect, you don't really affect. Now, the people who have the real power aren't really involved in a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You right.
The people that actually can affect change and are actually doing things currently, most of them aren't involved in the bullshit. A lot of us, we haven't made it because we're still too worried about the bullshit.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying? It's too many people worried about the stuff. If we spend more time upgrading our craft instead of trying to put somebody else down, every time you shoot a shot at somebody, that's more time you could be upgrading yourself.
You're right.
And now I'll go back and forth with anybody on anything, but I'm not going to shoot at character. I'm not going to, try to make anybody else look bad. Give you an example. Had a podcaster. Somebody said something bad about me on America. What was that show? Columbus. It was a bunch of people, but it ended up being a bunch of people really from Phoenix City. It was supposed to be Columbus, and they went viral. It was Antoine the Model, some other people, all that on that show.
The reality show.
Welcome to Columbus.
Welcome to Columbus.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So
it was brief.
Yeah.
Very.
So DTM Dion said something slick about me or whatever on there. You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth all the time, whatever, cool. They want to do what's the word? Promotion, whatever, use people's names to do stuff, cool. Somebody else took their footage and played it on their show and repeated it 5 separate times. So that's the type of stuff that I'll be like, y'all taking it too far now. But at the end of the day, it didn't stop anything because you do what you do, I do what I do. I'm still here, still standing. So
see, we don't even, and that's one thing I wanted to make sure I didn't see. The first podcast I was in, I saw the mess. So when I went, as you can see, I'm the only female over here. And it's not to say females are messy, but it's gonna have to be that right. We are looking for a woman. It's gonna have to be that right. When I say the only mess I hear is in our group chat, I don't hear about none of the outside. We don't hear about nothing that's outside unless somebody sitting in our chair. And when they sit in our chair, I take it as a grain of salt because if you sat over there and talked about me to EJ, then goddamn it,
I know you doing the same thing over there.
I take it as a grain of salt. So I don't really, we haven't seen the hate, but do I think it's out there? Most definitely.
But you know what? Even with the hate, because I've already addressed it way too much. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing. They can hate all they want to, but they can't stop you.
You can't.
They can't stop you.
They can't even slow us.
They don't pay your rent. They don't pay your bills. They don't pay for your equipment. They don't pay for your DJ. They don't pay for your all the stuff that you got in here. They ain't make the name. They can't do nothing.
I'm okay with it. I like to talk though.
Yeah.
Cause when you in the pod, and see, that's another thing. I think a lot of podcasters, and big shout out to Drink and Spill, because I feel like, I had briefly talked to you about it, I feel like people overlook the fact that he's a podcaster. To me, podcasters should be able to say what the fuck they want to say. Y'all, okay, this is my opinion. Y'all, we allow comedians to say what the fuck they want to say. You mean to tell me that you watch my show and you don't want my perspective? I need to dress my shit up for you. I feel like Drink and Spill should be able to say what the fuck he want to say, reshare what the fuck he want to reshare, whether it's a male, woman, period, point blank. We are fucking podcasters. We're podcasters.
So shout out to Mr. Moyer. He does things
like, you know, got that fancy there, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Moyer. You know what I'm saying? So look. All right, I'm as a comedian, somebody who loves to do comedies, as a podcaster, there is a line, and it's a thin line. Now, if you're giving your opinion because they want to bring the music on your show, on your platform, yeah, I'm fine with that. Now, there's the other stuff, like some of the social media stuff and the going back and forth and all of that. That's when I think it sometimes goes a little too far.
Okay.
But if you put your music on my platform and you say, I want you to do a review, because that's what he does. He does music reviews. He's not just playing your music. So if you say your shit trash, that's how he feels. And let me tell all of y'all that's out here. So people, there's a lot of podcasters been out here for a long time. Cool. Shout out to you. Y'all was doing it before and everything. Listen. Stop telling these folks they good if they ain't good.
Come through.
Be honest with your opinion, because that's why there's some people.
Talk about me.
Who?
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, if you feel like you lying, that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
I had told that one rapper he was good, but he really trash.
The one for the sweet.
Keep talking, EJ. We're not finna talk about shit like this because people been done went back to the street to find the clip this shit. You know they messy.
Yeah, my bad.
They been done find both of us in there together and boom, here it go. Go ahead.
So listen. Again, if you don't feel that they are good, don't tell them that. But there's a way to be respectful with it though. You can be like, okay, I think you need to go back to the drawing board on this. Actually have a critique. Don't just tell nobody your shit trash. Okay, I don't like the beat choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Your lyrics weren't up to par for this type of song. I don't think this is lyrical enough. Or if it's not a lyrical type song, I just don't think it matches with the beat. Or you're too choppy in what you're saying. You cannot pronounce your words enough. Right. There's 1,000 different type of critiques. Actually give them an actual critique. Don't just say they trash. But even if you do say they trash, they have to understand that they came to you for your opinion.
Come on.
Because me playing your song, I might think it's trash. Somebody might not.
You're right.
Ricky Raw talks about all the time. He's been on some platforms and stuff where his song was played. People didn't like it. That same song ended up becoming one of his major songs that he performs everywhere. Yeah. That people like with his energy.
Ricky, double R, Ricky Raw.
And, whatever. But you as a critiquer, you might not have the ear for that, or, it just might not be a song for you.
If anybody pulls one of your strings when they do something, because don't get me wrong, my boy Big Drink, he go extra. He had shared a post that I had made, and I made the post. He shared the post that I made, and the people attacked him. That's what I didn't like.
They didn't.
Because if you're going to come for somebody, come for the maker.
Come for the OP, his original post.
Why are you going for him? I felt like y'all went for him because he was a weaker link. Because if you would have came for me, it was gonna be more dogs coming. Mm-hmm. You weren't just coming for one; you were coming for the whole crew, and that's really how I felt. I really saw that man go back and forth with two people on Facebook from a post that I fucking originally posted.
But then you also have there's some agitators that are in the city. Mm-hmm. I'm not including Mr. Moyer as one, but there's some other people that they're always disenfranchised. They always don't like anything. Any list that ever happens, that never happened with it. You know what I'm saying? If their name isn't a part of it, first of all, I'm gonna tell you something. If a top 10 list of podcasters in the area come out and my name ain't on it, you know what I'm gonna say?
I don't give a fuck.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
I don't care.
I'm gonna say in my mind, I'm gonna say, I know I should be on it. But guess what I'm gonna do? Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It don't
and
count.
I'm gonna smile and I'm gonna move the hell on.
It don't count to me no more. To me, now back when we first got out, I remember the award show was going on and how everybody was going crazy over trying to be on that list. When I realized that the people that should have been on them fucking lists weren't on it, I don't care about being a... That's my personal opinion. It wouldn't even bother me if we never made a list because I know what we do. Just like you know what you're bringing into the industry. I see those lists and I know those lists. That's just like TIT for TAT. If we create a list, that's gonna be based on our mind process. That's gonna be who we think are the greatest.
And you've only seen so many people. Everybody out here, you can't list. There's for instance, Peep the Perspectives. A lot of people don't know who that is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's Lady Breeze, and they had their community was represented in there. It was a awakening when I used to listen to them because that's a perspective that I don't get to hear all the time.
True.
I told you, when Gen Talk came through and they started doing their stuff because their audio.
Well, we need to bring you in here when Gen Talk come. We'll make a good ass show now. Me, you, Gen Talk, the TIT for TAT.
You better ask them about the Hidden Valley. Ask them about the Hidden Valley. We were talking
about the ranch.
Yeah, we were talking about ranch because we were talking about OnlyFans and how, you know what I'm saying, they had the feet videos. And I was like, what you could do is you could take some ranch dressing and drop them on it. You can say, welcome to the Hidden Valley. And then, you know what I'm saying, that's a way to get the feet videos and stuff.
Well, for the people that don't know, what is your zodiac? Because it might have a lot.
It do. Watch this. See, I'm a Cancer, and guess what the signs say on there? 69, baby. Flip that motherfucker back and forth.
Goddamn Cancers be on one. I used to date a Cancer. That's all they wanted to do was hunch. That's it.
No, I don't. All I want to do is be somebody whose opinion is respected. Mm-hmm. And everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying?
And hunch. Look,
Nah.
and come on now, Mr. Conversation now. Come on now.
So whatever happens after the fact, you know what I'm saying? And when I talk to my lady, you know, hey, you know, she down with some shit. She already told me, nah, I ain't with some of that shit you be talking about, nigga. That sound good, but nah. I'm not a millionaire nigga, so I'm not allowed to have millionaire hoes, like I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm currently writing a movie right now. And I'm gonna be in one. Ejanae Williams, Kevin Williams, we were talking about earlier. They got a movie that they're putting me in. I can't speak too much about it, but yeah, we gonna be filming coming up this weekend, and so I'm really excited about that. And I'm writing one myself. The only type of book that I'm gonna write is gonna be about my life.
Okay.
No, it's gonna be about the life, man. It's gonna be about all of the trials and errors. A lot of people don't know how much time we got.
I don't. When I say I've been watching EJ now for quite a time, I don't heard about how pieces of how I think you became so sexually active from your past. So I've been watching for 3 years strong. Out of the 4, I've been watching 3 years strong. I may not be able to, and that's another thing. I don't get mad when people don't like everything, people don't share everything. When you are so consumed with multiple platforms, not just going to go share a picture on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. We talking about actually working multiple platforms, bro. I understand. I understand.
How much time we got? We're going to ask.
Well, I was saying about 9:45. We were gonna be in here till about 9:40. We got about 30 minutes.
Okay. So part of what I think you're hinting at is I dealt with a lot of sexual trauma when I was younger. I dealt with I was kind of fast forwarded because when I was 12, I was sexually assaulted by a 16-year-old woman or girl at the time, and that was because when you're young, you don't realize that was wrong because you're told like boys are supposed to want girls. So when it happened, I thought I was supposed to be receptive to it, and so I thought that was just a way of life. So then when I became like 16, barely 16, my first consensual sexual experience was with a 55-year-old. So between those two things, like that fast forwarded me to that was what was the number one driver.
Well, you got that mind. Good stuff, young.
Oh yeah, she hit me. She hit me. And look, it was in Let me tell you how long. Okay, Mockingbird. It was in Mockingbird. She drove to Talbotton. And the crazy thing is, I found out that she was just a predator because she actually worked at one of the colleges here, and so I know she's a predator because she liked the young men. She wanted you between the ages of like 15 to 20, and once you got, because when I came back from the military and I tried to hide her, she didn't want it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm too old. I got a beard. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. She ain't into it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, and she kind of just was honest. It's like, yeah. I was like, oh, you like them younger, don't you? I forgot. Damn. Yeah. But anyway, so that's one of those things that, yeah, it fast forwarded me. And then being out there, you know what I'm saying, running the street sometime. We out there in the mid, you know, eat candy. We getting out of school, doing what we doing, you know.
Come on, man.
Ladies, I'm not saying that because we was the aggressors. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to call a woman hot in the ass because at the end of the day, I know what I was reaching for.
You were hot in the ass too.
You know I was hot in the hands or the dick. I ain't hot in the ass. No, ma'am, I ain't hot in no ass.
What they say? You were hot in the britches.
Yeah, there you go.
Your britches was about to hot, boy.
So yeah, that got me to speed up on that. But as I got older, I realized that it was also about the chase. A lot of us we like that chase. We like to feel like, you know, she want me, I still got it.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. I just want to know I can, you know, throw a little something out there. You know what I'm saying?
Baby. You had to run up behind this old stuff, ain't you?
Sure.
You know, you throw that line out there to see if you know it still work. You know what I'm saying? You really back in. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Them fish out there, they still bite.
They still bite. Now, you had talked about, and I don't want to move forward too fast, but you did say that you wanted to let the people know that you are going to go through a transformation.
Yeah.
Tell us about it and why you decide. Now, for all the women that's out there that's chubby chaser, they're going to be mad.
No, they not because
Why?
they ain't have a chance in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't out there in the streets like that. You feel me? Let me start lying. I'm just playing.
But
But anyway,
they don't like the look though. Like you say, you can look, but you just gotta
look. Can't
quick.
Don't nobody want me, man. Go ahead. It's black excellence though. Either way it goes.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have weight loss surgery most likely in January timeframe, and one of the main reasons is health. Let me say that first and foremost, because everybody is not doing it for health-wise. Don't do it. But because the doctor told me, like, look, bro, the way you going with high blood pressure, with this, with that, all that, stage 2 diabetes, you looking at maybe 55.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm close to 40. So you telling me I barely got 15 years left in my life?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My kids ain't even graduated high school yet.
You're right.
So that was one of the reasons. Now another reason is getting into this field. I'm gonna be real with you. There's a lot of doors that haven't been quite open yet because I feel about my weight, and I've been there's some conversations that have been told to me, like, they're a little hesitant with some things like that. There's been some TV things in Atlanta and things to see. I do a lot of stuff that people don't know about. Mm-hmm. I'm out. I do shows in Atlanta and other places. And one of the main things is that weight, the Q rating. A lot of times people, whether it's pretty privilege or whether it's skinny privilege, what I call it, some people get those privileges. I'm not afforded that. I feel I have to be on point. I have to be uber talented. I have to say the jokes at the right time. I've got to be, because I've seen people honestly don't have half the talent I do, or a third of the talent that I do, that's either competing or they, ahead or whatever, because that's one of, I really do feel, the reasons. Now, people can argue with me and say that's not it. Maybe you're not pushing hard enough or whatever. I will accept that, and I'll continue to push harder. But I do understand that they teach us in marketing, which I have a degree in, by the way. You know what I'm saying? All 4 years, not just the 2 years.
I feel you.
All 4 years. About it. And secure rating and marketing, how you look does matter with a lot of things. Sex does sell. No matter what you try to pretend. When you smoking them cigarettes, what they have on them skinny little white girls that's on that smoking that stuff.
You right.
They have it on there. Virginia Slim.
Yeah.
Anything.
Even Joe Camel wasn't a fat nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was out there.
You gotta work harder when you got a little weight, and it's fucked up because you got raw talent, and the way I look shouldn't matter. You feel me? If my talent is what you need to get the job done, that should all that be presented. I feel you. I definitely feel you that but when you do have more weight, and if you're speaking about numbers, people don't understand it. It's not that the person that's in charge is trying to be an asshole. They thinking about what they gonna make. If I can make more money off of a skinny nigga than I can off of a big nigga, I'm gonna make my money.
Only person is having his way and ain't changed his shape or nothing. Jelly Roll.
And he's still relatively new as far as in the public eye. You know what I'm saying?
But they love him.
Yeah.
A lot of big men, but a lot of big people, period, don't win.
Once they get in the game, they start big, but everybody goes small.
That's what I'm saying, because they're like what Ruben Sutton. They influence these people to be smaller. Now that doesn't mean, but when he lost his weight, to me, he lost his soul.
He lost that soul. That's the collard greens and hammerhawks that what I'm saying, allowed him saying like that.
So yeah, it's fucked up though. But you definitely telling the truth. Nothing you said, and I've even said it. I need to pull my weight together because I'm trying to be in the spotlight, and nobody fuck what you think you know. If you in the spotlight, it's what's gonna sell. If smaller gonna sell, they don't give a fuck if you got the talent or not. Come on, we got Sexy Red out here rapping.
What you talking about?
Come on,
man. But meanwhile, somebody like Rhapsody or Jill Scott, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got to push harder.
A whole lot harder.
And by the way, Jill Scott, it's my hall pass. It's my hall pass.
So fine.
That's my hall pass.
Your hall pass.
I will fuck the shit out Jill Scott. Let me let y'all know, I will beat that bitch breaks the fuck off. Look, my mentor, let me tell you something about my mentor. This is what my mentor does.
Some more bras, because you got the best bras. Them titties be looking so good.
I don't want her. I want her to not have them on. I want the motherfucker sagging all the way down. I don't give a damn. Love some big old sagging titty, but I don't care. Let me tell you about Jill Scott. Why I'm so in love with her, man. Look, Baggage Claim, the movie Baggage Claim. Y'all go watch that. Fuck Paula Patton. I don't care about her little skinny goddamn ass and that, man. You see her when she on that plane and them things hanging over when she talking to that dark skinned dude. I thought it was me. I was like, oh my God. But I was a grown man. I jacked out to that video about 7 times, man. The same night. But I was, oh, goddamn. Oh, it was nothing but paste coming out at the last moment. It was a powder of sugar coming out. Yeah, I was dead. When you shoot it, be like, like you trying to turn that car over. I was done. Yeah. And but she's so beautiful. But look, true story. My mentor, he's a musician. His name is TJ Steele. He's at my church, right? He sings for DSOS, Down Shades of Soul, a prominent band here in Columbus. They're always downtown, right? Charlie Bynum, shout out to him, right? TJ, he didn't pick up his phone on. We have our conversation, right? Mm-hmm. But DSOS, I got a call. Jill Scott was coming in to do a private concert. Mm-hmm. Her band got whatever overlaid, so she needed somebody that was here in Columbus that was known. Charlie has his own he's big time. Charlie played the bass for a lot of different people. Mm-hmm. So she said, Charlie, I need your bass. I need your background singers. TJ became one of the background singers.
Come on now.
TJ knows how much I love Jill Scott. He did not pick up his phone that entire night, and the next day, and the next day. So I said, by the time, this is like a Saturday. So by the time we talk on, he didn't show up to church that Sunday.
He was what you said? That's what he was doing.
I called this man. He finally picks up. Hey, what's up, young man? What's going on, man? Yeah, I got something I need to tell you, man. It's something been waiting on my chest. He said Jill Scott was in. I ain't even let him finish the sentence. That's why you ain't pick up the fucking phone. You know what I'm saying? Jill Scott. So I'd already pieced it in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, TJ saying if he was gone, because his wife messed around and said he's doing a private event. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I done pieced it all together. I said you was singing for motherfucking Jill Scott and you didn't call me, nigga. You didn't tell me. It's private, bro. I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? To this day, that's the one issue we done ever really had. Is because he didn't tell me Jill Scott was here doing a private performance. One of them people at Aflac. Private performance, and he wouldn't tell me, man. I said I would have carried all the luggage in. I would have grabbed the drum set. I played the damn drum.
You did nothing back there, sir. Bro. You don't get no hall pass.
That's my. What you talking about? Lyrics in the E? Oh my God. She be like, let's take a long walk. I be like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's go.
Ready to risk it all.
Yes, sir. That. And I used to like Nisha Nash, but she on the other team now, so we have to. Them two was some of my picks, and my ladies' picks was T.I. and I forgot who the other one was, but I know T.I. had came down one time, right? And she gave me that look, like she said, I'm going to see T.I., right? I said, let me see your tickets. I looked on that shit. That shit said backstage passes. Oh, yeah, I said, oh, Lord. Whatever you lie.
My one pass, I get a whole pass.
So we had a nice little laugh and joke about it. Hey, look, I ain't no question, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, cause when I finally get to the and my brother was near her. He does security. He's a black belt, everything like that. I don't even know if you remember Seth, but shout out to my broski, Seth Thomas. He does security. Like I say, he's a black belt in Krav Maga and jiu-jitsu, and he was doing at the Grammys one year. He was like, "Yeah, man, I was right there with him, bro." Now, at least he called me at the moment when it was happening. So I give him that. But yeah, everybody been close to my boo except for me. So we're going to see.
I already know. So that's who you going to go starstruck out of. Because everybody got one. You get one.
I see a whole bunch of other people I don't care. But I see Jill Scott.
Lord. Jill, if you watching,
I need you, Jill. I got permission.
He wait.
He all this black excellence. Every little piece of it, baby. But let me stop.
Yeah, so going forward, I know you got a lot of stuff that's going on. You got the players, tell the people about some of the things that you got going on so that they can be able to participate in those events.
All right, Players Ball, December 15th. Man, I'm doing that with home team. That's Jolie Venton, Mischievous Lee, Few other people. We're gonna be rocking real sumo. Um, there's a couple other people. I'm forgetting the names right now. Her guy, Marcus. Yeah, we in there, man. Look, last year I was a pimp named Big Back. That was I had 6 ladies with me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you did come with them ladies last time.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun, and this year I'm thinking of pulling it back with the women, but up in the outfit. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna come with more with that. Tickets are being sold on Eventbrite. Go to Jolie Vinton page or the home team on Facebook. And catch them, or I will be posting it on my page from time to time. It's already been on there. You can find it. Let's see, man. We do the lip sync battles with Wayne 3D. That's one of the funniest things that I've ever been a part of.
We ain't been able to come yet. The show's been killing us. Being in the studio, y'all, but we out in December. Do y'all got one in December?
Yes, it should be one in December.
We coming to the one in December.
The next one is I can't forget. But it's Foxy 105 is handling that, so they're going to be helping promote that one. But the December one, we're going to be back at center stage doing it big. It's always a fun event. We've done Rick James versus Tina Turner. That was Zeta Who was Tina Turner. Wayne 3D is Rick James. I mean, he had the coke and everything. Oh, Missy Mischievous is Missy Elliott versus T-Pain. That's KJ I was telling y'all about earlier. I was Rick Ross. As the host.
Who had that cocaine up there on that table? What?
That was Rick. That was
They said this what was left. I said Rick would have smoked all that now.
Yeah. He had it. Rick James, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we had a fun time with it. And then Mike Jack versus Prince. I think it was Mike Jack versus Prince. We did that. And it was a very fun time. The next one is Luda versus Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
So
it's gonna be Busta.
Chavo's a guy named Chavo from Center Stage is gonna be Busta, and Wayne is gonna be Luda. He normally picks one of the characters. You got a gregarious.
His identity too.
It was the Migos. Last one was the Migos versus Outkast. Yeah, it was Hollywood 40 as Big Boy. Josiah Tessar as Andre 3000.
Shout out Josiah, I'm a dog.
Yeah, real cool cat, man. You know what I'm saying? Woo. But yeah, what's up? What else we got going on, man? Oh, got a couple of new members coming on the team for the hot seat. It's gonna be
more about the hot seats a little bit because we dived in it. They know what it is. Give us some more of the topics. We don't make you seem like a big old masturbator. You know, but we want to take that away from it.
As long as I'm the master of something, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Brought all that out. Tell us some of the topics, some of the people you have brought on, because to me that's been your to me that's your baby. You know, because that's no matter where you go, you always come back home, and that's your home. That's what I think. Tell us about some of the conversations, some topics that you do discuss over there.
So the hot seat came about because when I went solo, I wanted to make people answer questions that they want on a lot of other shows. I see a lot of tap dancing, and you might ain't got to say names, but give me the true reasons why you're doing something. And I force people to have to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Don't come on my show thinking you're gonna give some little light fluffy shit. We start off with that, and then we gonna raise you up a little higher. And I don't get anything too evasive, but I handle everything from politics to relationships, social media, to like we getting ready to do the 48 laws of power, which ones apply to us the most, how we put them in our lives, and which ones that we don't do that we need to do more.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I want to tune in for that.
Yeah, we do a lot of that, man.
We want to come in.
21 irrefutable laws of leadership. You know what I'm saying? We get into knowledge also.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? And so one of the things I wanted to talk about as podcasters, we need to stop having a disdain for our viewers. We're not respecting our viewers, the people that watch us. For instance, you have people here that started off on OnlyFans and stuff. They have sexual content, but then they get mad when somebody want to see something, or they want you to forget about where you are, where you started from. That's all part of who you are. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They're watching because of that.
If you naked, I want to see you naked.
I might ain't got to see you naked, but come on now. Let's don't go from OnlyFans to your doctor now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta transition a little.
Don't wanna freak me no more. Don't wanna freak me no more.
They done transfer. They went to jail and got back out. You know that?
Yeah, like the niggas in jail. Like, all of a sudden, you super religious. Now you're a lawyer and shit because you was in there a couple. Like, no, bro.
Sunday.
Yeah. Like, look, you know, and then don't use your people for that, but then disrespect them the next moment. For instance, what happens is, I hate when people say, let's say we talking, debating, right? Mm-hmm. And I say something to you, you say, your opinion don't matter because you was in my inbox last week. The fuck that got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, they use the fact that, okay, somebody might have tried to holler at them or ask a question. That means I'm right on whatever that you say. Or two people, let's say it's two men arguing, right? You gave him a positive comment 6 months ago. You said, hey, man, I like what you're doing here. Now, 6 months later, we might have beef on something totally different. Niggas would take what you said positive and post it as a reason. You can't say anything to me because you dared say something positive to me at one time. So you was jocking me at one time, so you can't say anything about me now. No, I have a right to change my perspective based on the person who I feel you are at whatever time.
That part. I agree.
Any perspective that I have can be changed when new information comes in. Mm-hmm. That's what makes me different from some people. Some people are married to their argument. They're married to their perspective, and they won't ever change it. And they can't grow, and they can't become better. If new information comes, or if I found out that the information, the stats that I had were faulty, mm-hmm. I'll give you a prime example. This politics stuff was going on. I thought it was like 85% of black men voted for her. It actually was 78. That is a big difference. You know what I'm saying? That 6% of what I thought could have changed the election.
Oh, yeah.
So when somebody first came at me about black men weren't doing da-da-da-da-da-da, my initial reaction was that y'all go blaming the black man again for every fucking thing. But when I went back and I realized that the graph that I had was somebody had messed with it and changed it, I had to come back and say, yo, my bad, the information I had was wrong. Even though I might not agree with your full premise, what I based mine off was wrong, so I got to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? If my core point has to shift, then you won that round. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a Trumpster?
No, not at all. I am a person who doesn't vote on policy on either party lines. I vote on, do I feel that person can help me, my family, and my situation, and then up the chain.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, these politicians that's here in the city, I want to know 75. I would say about 70% of the things you go through in life, actually, your mayor, your governor, your city councilman control way more than the president shit.
Didn't I just say that?
On all your stuff. This splice where every year they taking an extra penny, you know what I'm saying? That shit adding the fuck up, but where is it going to? Right. We still got the same roads that's messed up from 4 or 5 years ago when y'all started taking it 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. Okay, this metro system that they said they was redoing the metro system, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they added a stop or two. They maybe added an extra hour.
Messed up. The roads are still messed up. This is what I say. Don't come at me about no motherfucking election if you ain't voting in your own city. Mm-hmm. Because voting for the White House is not doing not a damn thing for Columbus, Georgia. Let's be honest. Them changes that they making, by the time them people get out of office, that's when we start to seeing a little bit of the changes. Mm-hmm. We don't really see those changes because we got we can get a Democrat in the office, but if you got, and this is not to say Democrat or Republicans, because I choose whoever the best person for the job. I don't care if you red or blue. However, if you ain't doing that in your system, in your city, if you're voting Democrat in the office, but you got a Republican that's running stuff in the ground in your city, don't talk to me about politician. You wasting your time. I don't even want to hear it. It's pointless. You might as well vote for the opposite team.
And I think we need to stop having career politicians. I don't think that should be something that should be a thing. There should be a cap on any public position.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's in my ear.
Period.
R.I.P. Kim.
I can't hear it, but you know what I'm saying? He must be going out.
It's in
you feel me? Okay. But I just, that's something I like to talk about because everybody worry about the presidential election and did she or did he, what's he gonna do, all of that stuff. Man, y'all need to worry about these city councilmen over here that's hiding all this money. You need to worry about this. Okay, be careful when I say this. This I gotta be careful.
You're right. You
allegedly, the city managers and money, there's some issues going on with millions of dollars that are unaccounted for at this time. And because of the election cycle, they kind of hushed it for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To try to not keep people who are running be part of it. But I heard it go a little deep. Now, this is something I'm trying to get them to come on 98.3 The Beat because it's more an official kind of thing. But they running from me. I done sent messages. I done showed up. When they start running from me like that, you know you're on to something. You know what I'm saying? So y'all start asking about that. Another thing people were talking about was the superintendent got a raise, just had a raise, or they voted for him to have a raise. Okay. What I need y'all to understand is this. I understand the superintendent got a raise. Okay. The teachers got a raise last year. Okay. Now you're going to say he's getting paid an absorbent amount of money. You have to look at your pay scale is different from his. Okay. This is unpopular opinion, but our district is, you have to look at how much you get paid versus how many people are in your district. So his district is smaller. Than, or excuse me, I'm wrong. His district is bigger compared to what he was getting paid. So if you got like a big district, your numbers are supposed to be more, and you're supposed to get paid more based on the system. So if let's say if you have the 5th largest district, but you're 25th in pay,
okay,
they're trying to bridge that gap. You know what I'm saying? Which you would want to be done at your job.
That's true.
If your performance, now my issue is the performance of these schools. They use Columbus High School, which my daughters go to, 2 of my kids go to inflate the numbers. Okay, if you take Columbus High School out, most of these schools are failing when it comes to test scores. So, or below average. So,
wait, that's another topic because that's the parent fault. But go ahead, that's another topic. When we coming on your show? It's our time to come sit on your seat now.
I bet.
We got plenty to talk about. Cause you see, we about to goddamn run over the time right now.
No problem. I ain't gonna talk too much more, but we just gonna say these are the things we can talk about. That I can talk about the sex. I can talk about. I'm just as comfortable interviewing a sex worker as I am the mayor, and I've done both before. So trust me, we do it.
Y'all, this has been an awesome episode. The only reason why I'm rolling up out of here right now is because I know I'm on multiple people's schedule and other people have other stuff to do after this event. So definitely. Oh, and before we get up out of here, y'all, please keep your eyes open. I'm gonna need y'all to be on Mac Man ass. We got what is our AP dropping? What EP, AP? Y'all know I don't know too much about the letters in the music industry. We gonna be on his ass. What is it? Is it an EP or AP? What it is? Y'all know that the DJ know the music, not me.
We'll take a test with the AP, ain't we?
It's the EP.
AP test, right?
Well, y'all know he got an EP coming, and unmute me, boy. Don't be trying to mute me. Man, I want nobody. That's what I like to be singing. Look, I'm just saying, y'all, watch out for my people. We got a lot coming on next year. The last week of this month, we are still feeding the homeless. Big shout out to everybody that's coming in. Monday, we have a story. It's called Love Always Win, and this is a true story. This story is going to talk about how 2 different people go from broken relationships to actually find a relationship and learn how to actually love again, love each other properly, being able to overcome their boundaries. So tune in on Monday. Next weekend we got a busy month, so stay tuned in this entire month. We are taking December off. That is our month to get out and show some love to our people. So if we coming, definitely give us a date. We have nothing on the schedule right now for December. I think Matt Man got one thing. Give us a date in December and we locking it in.
I got you. I want to leave on one note. All right. You gonna say anything else afterwards?
I just had to ask you, what's your advice for us?
Keep doing what the fuck you doing. Because you on the right path and you done got rid of all the bullshit. So now it's all about staying on your path and doing what you do. And fuck this city. Take this shit out. Not the city. This city is cool. Do what you got to do. But it's time to head out there. Y'all got a team, man. Y'all go ahead. Y'all always got each other backs. But I want to say one thing, man. It's two things that I'ma always beat. And she mentioned one of them earlier. That's the odds and this dick.
Yeah, we gonna get up out of here after that. We gonna make that shit of the real. What? The message on the side. End this damn show. End this damn show. Shit. Turn the cameras off. Here's this shit for me.
I'm gonna beat the odds in this bitch. Ain't that some shit?